Hi, this is your trigger warning. I'm going to be talking about domestic violence. Some of what I speak about may be triggering and upsetting to others. I would like to talk about domestic violence, but not only just the act of domestic violence, of how to survive to become a survivor. Many people know or been told, like, just get out of the situation. Well, if you do get out of the situation, what then? What do you do then? That's what I'm going to tell you. I wrote this material back in 2008. It may not be up to date, but some things, many things, could still be used to this day. I wrote 7 different stages of being from starting from a victim all the way to a survivor. The stages are contemplation, determination, action, maintenance, fear, and stability. And we already know what the pre-contemplation is when he says something or she says something like really hurtful, and you're like, you know what, he must not have meant it that way. Like, you're still complete denial. And the confirmation is like, wow, you know what, I'm really thinking he's really meaning this stuff that he's saying to me, or she's doing this stuff to me. I think they're doing this on purpose. I'm starting to see a pattern here. You're like, wait a minute, you know, this is kind of messed up. And then the determination is like, you know what, the abuse started, or like the psychological is getting so bad, I gotta get out of here. But how do I get out of here? Because I'm pretty scared of him now. He's pretty sure, or her. They, either the person, whoever they are, showed you something, became very fearful of them. So now you're like in determination, like, I have to get out of here, but how? What do I do? What do I do next? The action step is when you take action, is when you get your children, your animals, whatever you need to do, and get out of there, or call the police and get the person arrested, get them away from you that way. But also this stage is also one of the most threatening stages of all the stages, because the person who's abusing you in domestic violence is knowing that they've lost control, and they will do whatever it takes to gain that control again, even if it means killing you. So be very, very careful. This is a very, very scary stage. So when people ask, like, why don't you just leave? It's not that easy. It's not that easy just to leave. Okay, we're jumping into the 5th stage, which is the maintenance stage. Okay, and I'm going to be reading off my little brochure, so I'm going to be looking down and reading a lot, but stay focused. Listen to this, it's important. The 5th stage, maintenance. This stage is when the victim and their children are in a safe place out of immediate danger. During this stage, it is normal for the victim to rethink if they did the right thing, or think if the abuse was really that bad. Was it really that bad to leave over? The rethinking everything makes it hard for other people to understand why the victim can't just get over it and move on. Why did they keep thinking about it? Why did they keep talking about the person? The victim needs to take the time they need to think clearly, sometimes for the first time in a very, very long time, to think very, very clearly. This is the time the victim should, here's the bullet points, ready? Here's the bullet points. Attend groups with other domestic violence survivors. Listen to people who love you and want to see you and your children in the best safe place possible. Go to counseling. Do not, let me repeat, do not contact your abuser. He will lie to you. She will lie to you. Try to get you back. Try to make you think like, oh, you know, it really wasn't that bad. You're right. It wasn't that bad. Come on back. But if you do go back, it's just starting where it left off, and it's going to continue to worse. It's not going to get better. Okay, but anyway, moving on. Attending classes that deal with domestic violence. Take time for yourself. Meditate, prayer, go to church, whatever you need to do. Read as much as that you can about the abuse and how to survive. Keep a journal and sorry about that. Journal and keep journaling and keep your journal so you can go back on them, because later on you're going to see that when you need to go back to these, you're going to need your journal to journal every single thing, what happens and what you've done, what you've been through, the steps you took, people you spoke to, everything. You might need some of that for court also, so have all that information. Okay, also, what are we doing? We're putting a TRO on the person, on the abuser, which is a temporary restraining order, and so you get like physical restraining order. Follow all the court orders, because if you miss one court date, it's going to look like you've been lying. You're not lying, okay? Make those court dates. Also, speak the truth and ask for help when needed. Okay, don't be ashamed. There's many, I've been through this. There's millions of people who've been through this. We understand. I understand, okay? Also, it is known that it may take up to 7 to 12 times for a victim to leave permanently. If the victim chooses to go back to the abuser, it does not mean that they are accepting or wanting it. It means that they are not ready. Period. They're not ready. You can't force them. All you can do is put them in more danger, possibly. okay? But when they're ready to go, shoot, you grab them by the arm and you take them. Anyway, okay, now we're going to the 6th stage, which is fear, which is so surprising. It's now fear, shouldn't have been fear a long time ago. But wait, let me tell you about the fear. Oh my God.